Crow gets a pop. Takes the swordsman. Starts working on his Colossus. Replaces Aristotle with Genghis Khan. And finishes his Colossus. So he's at 4 strength right now. He gets some points off Genghis Khan. No tactic though. Manage seeds and events and reveals developments of crafts. Plays cultural heritage. Finishes Hanging Gardens without using an engineering genius. That's interesting. So I'm guessing he's taking this for an Age 2 wonder. Gardier, development of trade routes, gets a breakthrough, gets an iron, builds 1 step of St. Pete's, increases pop, and builds a 3rd warrior. Oh, and gets Legion. Okay, good. So we have a tactic in play, and it's Legion. So for events, do I want to play Raiders? Um, I think I'm going to be first on strength, but do I need anything? How many of these can give us resources? So just one can give us resources. Let's see what I want to do with my turn first. So it will be nice to see an event, and Raiders, I don't think I'm going to be one of the 2 weakest. Um, so let's see. So my original idea was to get Knights, and start working on that, putting me at 5 strength. And then I have 4 civil actions to work with. The problem with that is that I can only take 2 cards right now. So even if I take reserves and urban growth, what do I do with my last action? I could build a temple, but that's pretty weak. And also, I think I want to spread in circuses. I think that it's a solid happiness solution given the current state of the game. So I could get Burning Circuses, build it, and get it. But now, next turn I can't get an alchemy. So what do I do? What do I do next turn? Let's say I take urban growth, but what do I do next turn? I can use 1 military action for Barbarossa. I can pick some cards, but my science is suffering. So I would say that we need something that involves alchemy. And thankfully, Gardier just played the Legion. So I think we're going down the swordsman route. So let's get the swordsman, and again, let's get 2 units using Barbarossa. And then I have 4 science left, so I can get an alchemy, an upgrade, and with the remaining 2 actions, let's get a Burning Circuses and an urban growth. Yeah, I like this. This is a nice place to be in. Do I want to play these raiders? So what are everyone's military options? Cruel might still have a tactic. He could get a warrior and play heavy cavalry, and that's gonna put him at 9. So he's gonna be first, assuming he goes down that route. And I think it's highly likely that this is what he's gonna do. Given the state of the card row, not much else for him to do. Right? Honestly, he took a leader. His science is not strong enough to support masonry. He might get knights, but I think that his turn is going to be something like swordsman, cartography, increase pop, build, or something along these lines. Manish, he has a lot of yellows, a lot of science, so yeah, I think everyone can work on their military now, so maybe seeding the raiders is not a good idea. Maybe I should wait with that. Do I want to offer a trade routes agreement? I don't think so. Doesn't seem like it at this point. Yeah, so next turn we can actually next turn maybe we can offer the trade routes agreement. We'll see. Because I think next turn one more or could be helpful. What are my plans for the? I think the next turn is going to be the last turn of this age. Do I want to pick any cards? I don't want any of these wonders. I might want a warfare, but both of them are on the board, so I'm probably not getting it. I want yellows. Any yellows I can get will be welcome. Is there a way I can get these reserves? Let's see. I get the swordsman. I want reserves, peasant circuses, and urban growth. Oh, I'm out of space. Yeah, and if I want the alchemy, yeah. So that's already 2 actions, and I have 3 left. So the most I can get is peasant circuses and urban growth. And I do think I want the peasant circuses. I need some sort of happiness solution. And apart from these Britain circuses, there's only a theology left. Gardir doesn't have a happiness. Oh, he has St. Pete's. Krull doesn't have a happiness solution. Manish doesn't. He has Hanging Gardens and Homer. So it's only Krull and me that need some sort of happiness solution. If I don't take the Britain circuses, maybe Krull takes them. I think it's a good technology to have. It's a low science technology. It's going to work well with the irrigation I already have. So I think the next two technologies I research are probably going to be Britain circuses and irrigation. Okay, so I think that's the turn. I'm not going to seed right now, at least until I can get the Legion next turn. I'm going to get the Swordsman, and I'm going to research the Alchemy, and I'm going to get Britain circuses and Urban Growth. Which cards do I want to keep? There's 4 events in the deck. I'm tempted to keep both boats, honestly. So let's see, do I want to trade with Agreement next turn? Probably not. I might actually want to use this food for a third Barbarossa hit. It's also likely, it's also possible that the age ends. Yeah, and that I'm going to have 2 unhappy faces, so it's another reason for the Britain circuses. Do I want to keep the Raiders so that I have an event? I'm not super comfortable with having no control of the event deck, but I think the 2 boats are a nice thing to have right now. Krull has Colossus and Cartography. No one else has any boats, and I suspect that there's at least one colony here. Although Krull didn't put any cards. I saw one colony and discarded it. So maybe I should keep the Raiders. Just so I have something to seed next turn. I don't think I'm going to be second in military next turn. I think that it's highly likely that either Krull or Manish are going to be second. Actually, can Manish be second? Because the only event that looks at the bottom 2 players is Raiders, right? So maybe I should play Raiders. What can I get? I don't want Development of Religion. Development of Civil Life could be really powerful right now, as is Development of Science, as is Development of Settlement. So actually everything except Development of Religion will be pretty nice. It is a risk though that I will be hit by these raiders. Yeah, I'm almost sure Krull is gonna get some sort of military going. Even if he just gets swordsman upgrades, he's gonna be tied with Gardier. And then I'm gonna be, yeah, I don't think it's the time for raiders. But then do I want to discard it or not? 4 cards, 2 yellows, 2 reds. I don't think Gardier put any colonies in. Manish might have. Yeah, let's keep it. I want to have the option to see an event next turn. I think it could be helpful. No, let's go for the boats. That's it. Okay, so what comes up? Theology, Alchemy, Monarchy, no yellows. That's a bit of a bummer. So it's possible my next turn is going to be Brain Circuses, Urban Growth it, and either upgrade a warrior or get a Legion going. Yeah, we'll see what happens next turn, but I'm really curious to see what the others are going to do now.